Welcome back to Relaxant Qisas. This is part 2 of Kamil. Moise was howling with pain, doubled up and holding onto his stomach. The 12-year-old boy facing him wiped the blood off his nose on the sleeve of his torn shirt and swung the tennis racket in his hand to hit Moise on the leg. Moise let out another scream and straightened up. With disbelief, he looked at his brother, younger by 2 years, who was hitting him with the same racket that Moise had brought there. This was the 3rd time they had fought this week, and every time it was his younger brother who started the fight. He and Moise had never had a good relationship and had fought since childhood. But their quarrels had been mostly verbal and included threats, but of late they had become physical. This is what happened today. They had come back from school together. When they got down from the car, the younger brother roughly dragged his bag out of the boot as Moise was picking up his school bag. In the process, he bruised Moise's hand, making him wince with pain. "Have you gone blind?" Moise cried out as his brother walked off nonchalantly. He heard Moise, turned around and looked at him, then opened the front door and walked into the lounge. Incensed, Moise followed on his heels. "The next time you do anything like that, I'll break your hand," Moise shouted. The younger brother took his bag off his shoulder, put it down, and with hands on his hips, defiantly faced Moise. "I will. So what will you do? Break my hand? Have you the guts?" "You'll find out if you repeat what you did today." Moise headed towards his room. But his brother stopped him, grabbing his bag with all his strength. "No! Tell me now!" He flung Moise's bag down. Flushed with anger, Moise picked up his brother's bag and hurled it away. Without a pause, his brother landed a sharp blow on Moise's leg. Moise lunged at him, punching his face, and his nose began to bleed. Despite that, there was no sound from the younger boy. He grabbed Moise's tie and tried to choke him. Moise retaliated by grabbing his collar. There was a tearing sound as the shirt ripped. With all his force, Moise hit his brother on his midriff so as to make him lose his grip on him. "Now I'll show you. I'll break your hand!" Shouting and abusing, Moise picked up the tennis racket that was lying in the corner of the lounge. The next thing he knew was that the racket was in his brother's hand and was swung with such force that Moise could not save himself. Blows rained down on him, on his back and legs. Their older brother came into the lounge in a fit of rage. "What is your problem? You create an upheaval as soon as you get home." At the sound of this voice, the younger brother first lowered and then raised the racket again. "And you? Aren't you ashamed of yourself for raising your hand at your older brother?" The eldest brother looked at the hand holding the racket. "No," he retorted without any remorse. He threw the racket down, picked up his bag, and walked away. "You will have to pay for this," Moise called out after him, rubbing his sore leg. "Sure, why not?" He gave Moise a weird smile. "Get a bat the next time. It was no fun hitting you with a tennis racket. No bones are broken. Check out your nose. It's broken for sure." Furious, Moise looked towards the staircase where his brother had been standing just a while ago.